These are the 5 best YouTube automation niches you can start a channel in 2023 if you don't want to create any videos yourself or even show your face in the camera, but make passive income on YouTube. Niche number 1, it's Formula 1. Ladies, I'm sorry, this might not be the best opportunity for you, but for all my gents out there, if you're passionate about Formula 1, guys, today we have an amazing opportunity with how the market looks. 2 of my favorite channels in this niche that I would recommend you model after are F1 Reverse and Formula World. With only 34,000 subscribers, F1 Reverse has managed to get over 1.6 million views in the last 30 days alone, which with an average RPM of $5 made them approximately $8,000, which makes it a 6-figure channel. Their videos are pretty well done, but because it's a mainstream niche which doesn't require a lot of specialized knowledge or technical information and mostly make videos about news and the day-to-day of what's happening in the sport, I'm confident that if you want to replicate the same quality of videos, you can get it done for approximately $60 to $70 per clip, which is not too bad. Now, one of the main reasons I recommend this niche is that it hasn't been around for years and it's a new and up-and-coming niche, which also means that you don't have those multi-million subscriber channels that have monopolies in the space and everybody's watching them and you never have a chance of competing with them. Quite the opposite. All the channels are usually under 100,000 subscribers, meaning there's a lot of space for new, up-and-coming, but good quality channels to make a name for themselves and also earn a lot of money. F1 Reverse, for example, has only been created 1 year ago on January 1st, 2022, and since then they've gotten over 20 million views, which again, with an RPM of $5 made them over 6 figures, over $100,000 in the first year of many to come. Now, if you wonder where I pull up all those numbers and revenue metrics on all that stuff, it's actually a pretty simple formula. Let's call it the monetization formula. What you want to do to find out how much money a channel makes is very simple. Follow me. Step number 1 is you want to take the number of views on a select period of time. Let's say 1 million views on a span of 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. It doesn't matter. You just need the number of views, 1 million views. Step number 2, you take that number and you divide it by 1,000 as YouTube pays you per 1,000 views. Now, you want to multiply the result, which is also 1,000, and you multiply that with the RPM, revenue per mil. The tricky part is the RPM is not a publicly displayed number that you can find on Google for all the niches precisely, but if you do your research and you put a little bit of time into it, I think you're going to be able to find pretty close estimations. Let's say I don't know all the RPMs, I just know the ones that I've seen and that I've experienced. I know, for example, that the Make Money Online niche has a $10 RPM on average, so for 1 million views you make about $10,000 per month. Celebrities has a $3 RPM, so for the same 1 million views you make $3,000 per month, and so on and so forth. It depends, and it's always a balance. I don't want you guys to fall for the trick like the higher the RPM the better, because also the higher the RPM the harder it is to get views. So it's easier to get 1 million views in celebrities where you get paid less than it is to get in Make Money Online where you paid more. So it all kind of balances out. But back to the video. Niche number 2, movie/TV show/series. I've been saying this for a long time inside our private YouTube automation community, so I decided to share with you guys right here as well. What I mean by this is a channel where you only talk about one single specific movie or TV show or series, like Grapple, for example. One of my friends has been running this channel for SpongeBob for years now, and they managed to get over 500,000 subscribers, which simply blows my mind. They got over 23 million views in the last 30 days alone. In last month alone, yes, you heard that right, 23 million views with an M, which with an average RPM of $3.5 because the audience is pretty young, they made just shy of $80,000, guys. $80,000 in a single month, and the guy has been running this channel for multiple years, so I think they made close to 7 figures with this channel alone in total. Now, granted, I think this is one of their best months yet, so I don't think $80,000 is a fair estimation of what the channel makes on a monthly basis, but any channel like this one in a niche that people want to see about a TV show, cartoons, the series, whatever you want, that also people have interest in, has no problem making $30,000-$40,000 per month on the higher end. Now I'm gonna break it down and tell you why I believe this channel is so successful. Number 1, there's no competition. I think they're one of the 2 or 3 or maybe the only channel that talks about SpongeBob specifically, and because of that they've been able to capture the cartoons audience, so people who are interested in SpongeBob now are interested in Grapple because they're the only reliable source that keeps posting videos about SpongeBob over and over again, and in doing so they've basically built a fan base that watches all of our videos every time they post one, which is very powerful, especially with YouTube automation channels. And number 2, they make very good videos and they double down on their success because they've been around for years. They've been able to test everything under the sun, all the video concepts, all the video patterns, everything that you can see, they've done it. They know what works, they know what doesn't, and they double down. They make the same videos over and over again because they know it works and they're gonna make them a lot of money. Now enough with them, here's how you can have a successful channel just like theirs. Think of a series that has been around for a while and you know for a fact they won't be discontinued anytime soon, as that could be a major problem. My idea for this was The Simpsons. Then follow Grapple's proven model to success. Make the same videos as them, but on your own topic, and model their video quality using your own references. If you do those things correctly, I'm pretty sure that 80 or 90% of the job is gonna be done, and all you would have to do is to collect the check. So good luck to you. Niche number 3 is economy, and here we have Epic Economist, which is one of my top 5 favorite YouTube automation channels of all time. I've mentioned it in plenty of my previous videos before if you haven't seen them on my YouTube channel, but I haven't seen a lot of people going into this niche, so I think there's plenty of space, so I'm gonna recommend it over and over again. What this channel does is literally takes the television, takes the news that our grandparents or parents see on TV every day and puts them on YouTube. And what's powerful about this is that compared to the TV where you have to be there at 6 p.m. to make sure you don't watch the sports news or you don't miss the economy news, you can go on YouTube, search exactly the news that you want to see at the exact hour that you want to see them, and then there you have it. You don't need to see it for hours and hours for the video. Don't miss them. You can watch them on YouTube or on Epic Economist. It's undefeatable. This strategy brought them over 2.5 million views last month, which with an average RPM of $10 made them shy of $25,000, and I'm sure that they make much more of that because they make sponsors, affiliates, brand deals, and all that stuff. So I think a more realistic revenue number for this channel will be $40,000 per month, or if you put it into perspective, that's $500,000 a year with one single YouTube channel. Now, breaking down their success, the reason why it works so well is because they've kind of pioneered this. They've been one of the first in the space to take the TV news and bring them on YouTube, where there's even a bigger audience, because now they make interesting news, they make facts about it, not just the old classic news that you see one TV presenter talking over and over again, and they captivated a much broader audience than television news had back in the days. All of their videos have this negative/alarming theme to create scarcity, and pairing that with a successful thumbnail that is a little bit clickbaity, you got yourself an audience and a solid channel. Now, what I would do if I would try to compete this channel at their own game is niche down a little bit more, because they're already established and they have a fan base. They get to talk about stuff that's very, very broad: economical news, housing crash news, supply chain news, which is pretty high level. If I would go and if I would start a new channel in this trying to compete with them, I would talk about more local news, more news that's a little bit more specific, a little bit more niche down. Something like what's happening with the taxes in California or the homeless people, why is everybody moving to Florida, and what's happening with the business boom over there. Basically topics that would appeal to a smaller audience, less amount of people, but they don't get to talk about because they're already established, which will help us build a fan base, and then eventually we'll get big as well, we can be broad as well, and we compete one-on-one. But until then, I'll focus on the smaller stuff. Speaking of going more broad, this goes to the next point on my list, which is number 4, sports news. Following the proven model of television again, think about it. What other news are people watching, or what other TV series or shows are people watching? They're watching sports news. Here we have channels like MMA World, Golf Plus, NASCAR Zone, and there's plenty of room for more. I haven't seen football news or basketball news. I don't know why nobody's making those, but I would highly recommend you do. Being mainstream niches, once again, those niches have anywhere from $3 to $5 when it comes to the RPM. So let's say 4 on average. Doing the math, for you to make $5,000 per month, you need just shy of 1.2 million views, which is not at all hard to get, especially because we're speaking of news. It's stuff that people want to see, it's new, it's trending. I'm sure they're gonna have an easy time capturing this audience, especially if you go on a niche where you don't have a lot of competition. The advantage that YouTube has over TV when it comes to news channels and this television type of thing in general is that on TV you only see what happened yesterday or about an up-and-coming match or this and that. But with channels like this, you don't only get to talk about trending stuff, because sometimes there might be nothing trending, there might be nothing happening, but you also get to take a deeper dive into the player's life, their highest, their lowest moments, what they do with their money, all that good stuff, which you cannot do on TV. People don't really watch documentary type videos that are 10 minutes on TV on a news channel, but here on YouTube you can combine the both and have both trending and evergreen videos, which is very powerful. So sports news, highly thumbs up. Niche number 5, make money online. This is the niche that I started with when I started my YouTube automation career, that also made me my first $10,000 month in the business. business. Now hear me out. I usually do not recommend this niche. That's not because I don't want to create competition for myself, because my channels are pretty established and we already have an audience and all that good stuff, but because throughout the years I've started more and more channels, and it became harder and harder because the demand has gone down. But these days, with the recession up and coming, or what's happening and everybody being a little bit panicked, I've seen a huge increase in demand for people wanting to see make money online videos. Because when people are afraid of losing their jobs, that they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, what do? They try to make more money, so they look at side hustles and ways to make money online. So here's where we come in. Now the problem is that the majority of the channels, or the people that I see entering the space, are starting a channel that looks like Cash Pro, where they literally talk about all the possible and impossible ways of making money online, making money with PayPal, making money watching videos, making money doing surveys, making money referring people, all those sorts of random videos. Now this is where the niche was when I started about 3 years ago. Everybody was doing this, everybody was successful at this. I even got success with this a little bit in the beginning, but what I realized shortly after is that if you truly want to be successful in this niche, you have to find your own thing. You have to find your own edge or your own sub niche. A couple channels that are doing a very good job with this are Paid From Surveys, where they literally review websites and they tell you whether or not you can make money from it, or Vinsane, where they review all the games and show you how much money you can earn with all those apps and whatnot. And also Incognito Money, where they start with affiliate marketing and they niche down and talk specifically about that. You might say, Raz, those do not seem like Faceless channels or YouTube automation channels, and you're right, but we've had plenty of success modeling them and doing the same things as them, or different things, again, in our own sub niche, without a face attached. So I definitely do not think that's mandatory, because when it comes to make money online, people want to see how can they make money, now how you make money. I'm pretty sure that all the channels that I listed above are making well over $10,000 per month from AdSense alone, and because of the nature of this niche, you can make so much more money from affiliate marketing and brand deals, because you are basically targeting the main audience. If people want to make money online and you present them a platform that helps you make money online, everybody's happy. It's a win-win for the viewer because they get to make money online, and it's the win-win for the platform because that's exactly who they're looking for, people who want to make money online. I hope that makes sense. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about YouTube automation, make sure to watch this one right here.